Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And it has started to rain pretty decent. I love it. I love it when it rains. It brings out the green in the trees, the greenery. I love it. So we're going to talk about those people who keep saying to me, the chosen ones cannot handle certain things, that you should not talk about certain things, forbidden knowledge. So, I just wanted to ask some questions that, and this is for those who have said that to me, those who have reached out to me, those people who do not want to change, or those people who do not want to understand what God has sent down in the holy books. Because I wanted to just ask you a question that, these people who are saying the chosen ones cannot understand, don't say certain things because they're not ready for certain types of subjects or certain knowledge. But the knowledge is in the holy books. The knowledge is on the internet, where these people have become under attack. You understand where I'm coming from? So I'm only allowed to talk about that knowledge that is in the holy books, that is, evident for anyone to reference and look up. So it cannot be forbidden knowledge. It has been forbidden by the entity for the preachers to preach this type of understanding, this type of knowledge, so that the chosen ones would never wake up. They would reject the knowledge that has come from the holy books with along with religions. So I'm not giving you forbidden knowledge. I'm giving you the knowledge that the entity has forbidden you to read, understand, or talk about in the holy spaces. And a lot of you preachers who are apostles, are actually apostate to this type of understanding. You have rejected the knowledge because in some way you have given over into the entity so that you can have, fame, glory, so that you can have the things of this world. And a lot of you are involved with those things, and it's evident. So I wanted to address this type of understanding that we have. If you're under attack, and this kind of message, the knowledge of this message that I have, given to me by God, given to me by years of studying, different types of books, Nostradamus, different types of, belief systems that these people are allowed to endeavor, those types of astrology, magicians, magic, fortune telling, attaching spirits to people, attacking people. You're allowed to understand that type of forbidden knowledge that is on the internet. But when I'm telling you how to heal it through the holy books, then that is forbidden knowledge. When I'm telling you that the women, you'll have this understanding about certain women, will become attacked by falling angels, or those types of women who will be impregnated by the Holy Spirit. And that is forbidden knowledge that is in the holy books. We're talking about these things that have happened to the prophet, peace be upon Jesus, and his mother, that you say you believe in. Okay, now just look at you. So how is it forbidden knowledge? How is it that the chosen ones cannot understand, or they're not ready for this type of knowledge, but they're ready to receive a lie, that they can, just walk up and start touching women, grab their hand, ask them to go out, sleep with a woman, take on a soul tie by doing so. But, you know, and a lot of you have a hatred for the truth. Okay, so I understand, you know, I can come under attack, and I'm going to be under attack because a lot of the people want the knowledge and the understanding to go across as what has already been given and sent down to the church, so they can continue in the wrong way, on the wrong path. It's a little bit too hard to walk this path. Okay, now just look at you. Okay, you can accept the gifts of the entity. You can, you know, sell your soul to the entity, to do all of these types of things that your predecessors have done before you. Your ancestors who have given themselves over into the entity. You know, they don't want the hardship. They want the comfort and ease of this world. They want the fame, the stardom. It's not about hard work when it comes to you giving and selling your soul to the entity so that you can tell lies to people in the pulpit. Now just look at you. Okay, I'm not scared of you. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that this is not forbidden knowledge. This is knowledge that's not taught. This is knowledge that hasn't been taught. This is knowledge that has been forbidden to be taught by the parents because it hurts the entity. It breaks that energy, that soul bond, that trauma bond, that, you know, energy tie, that frequency that the entity has sent out. It breaks down the lies that they have sent out. Now just look at you. So if you ask me a question, then, you know, and you know, this isn't something where I'm afraid to answer your question. I'm going to talk to you with common decency and the sense that God has given us in order to communicate what I need to communicate, what God has given me upon this mission to communicate 707 as I'm saying that. Okay. You know, let's make sure that, you know, we stay in the right frame of mind, that we have to make sure that that whatever the entity has given us, has given to our parents, it has to be in the right perspective, and a lot of it needs to be let go. A lot of it, you know, where they're telling lies, where, you know what I'm saying, if it's a young child, of course, we're not going to, you know, scare the children, but we're going to be able to talk to the chosen ones, the men and women, and have them understand and pass down that the ways that the entity has given you to get married, that's what has you at each other's throats. You know, that's what has the adversity and the struggle and strife in your relationships. And we're going to heal that, and we're going to be able to get rid of that, and we're going to come together and be under, you know, the collusion. So when somebody tells me that, you know, this is forbidden knowledge, that they don't want me talking to the males, and I should just stick to, you know, healing the females. No, we all need healing from this entity. Now look at you. Don't tell me about forbidden knowledge when, you know what I'm saying, this entity has hidden a couple of the books where the women, you know what I'm saying, ran permanent kingdoms, and they've only put a few of them in there because it hurts the male patriarchy. Okay, let's not go there with me. You know, that's all I do is study, you know, since I was 19. That's all I do is read. You know, I already told you, whole encyclopedias. Okay. You know, several different types of sets so that I can understand and reference different types of, you know, topics, elements, key elements, you know, how to build different types of you know, alchemize elements in order to, you know, heal our society, different types of chemical elements, the periodic table, you know, all of those hydrogen, you know, peroxide, all of those types of things. So we need to have an understanding that I just look like this. I want to have a conversation. And when you come over here and have a conversation with me, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what they do not like. This is what they do not want. So I will come under attack because of the truth that you may not have an understanding, but I am quite aware that you don't have an understanding about how you're coming at me. Okay, now just look at you. Okay, I still love you. And you can always come to me and talk to me, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't bite people's heads off. I just tell them the truth. You know, I don't want to be in disagreement with you. I want you to get the knowledge from me, from the holy books. That's where I got it from. The knowledge that your parents were studying in order to, you know, attack you and attach higher spirits, you know, by belittling you, especially for the males, and putting you down, so that now that they have you in a low vibrational state, you know, they can put, you know, you in a position so that the entity will, you know, always have you looking at your flaw. You know, I understand that when I get upset, I have a stutter. So I try not to get upset. Okay, so the entity want to always, you know, point that out or remember. Okay, so let's make sure that a lot of the knowledge that is in the holy books, that is online for cleansing, for healing, is not the same thing as a spiritual practitioner. If it's coming from the holy books, if the entity does not have it, if people cannot understand it, then you need to come and book your one-on-one session with me. We need to sit down and have a conversation, you know, because I'm not, you know, I'm not hard to get along with. I'm not hard to deal with, but I am going to tell you the truth. If you approach me with that, with what the entity has given you, and you want me to submit to what the entity has given you, you know, that's not going to happen. So we have this understanding that this is not forbidden knowledge. It's knowledge that you don't understand, or the entity doesn't want people to understand, because it hurts them for telling lies. Okay, so I hope that you received this message. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. You can book your one-on-one life coaching sessions or your consultations, so that I can acclimate a gift to your situation if you are under attack. Please book your video chat sessions, like, share, and subscribe to me, donate to my channel, leave a comment for me. I'm High Oracle, Reiki spiritual healer. Assalamu alaikum.